You okay, Arthur?
Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
We are ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There could be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen. This way, please, gentlemen. Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come, this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has the thing, you know, respect.
Hosea, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
Ah, the angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, a hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows. This self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people. They hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes, yes, yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. Well, there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you, as a guest, yes, as my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay. Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble. And steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
Hello, mister. Can I interest you in a glass of champagne?
Camilla McClare, wherever did you get that? Why, that would be telling. Oh, you.
Can I help you, sir? Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Albert Daniels. Bryn Tilden. This is Mr. Hector Fellows. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. New suit? Yeah. No, it's a new shirt. Are you new in town? Yes. I come from the west. I mean the north. The northwest. Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man, undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, sir. Don't you think?
Well, I don't quite understand.
Well, you are not, it would seem, the only one.
I was in the Army once.
Good for you.
What do you do now? Well, I'm not quite... I'm an American. Yes, but what do you do? Oh, well, I'm in between jobs at the moment. Oh, of course.
You shall be too, sir, if you don't sharpen up your morality.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying.
Well, try harder. Much harder.
What would you like me to do? To hit the mayor myself?
Impudence. I see you still got that. But it takes more than a steady line and insults to succeed in newspapers. At least in mine. Good evening.
Enjoying yourself?
You know, I think those fellers were making fun of me. Anyway, what you found out?
What do you
Nothing too
want?
much yet.
I'll be glad when this is over.
French, sir.
Glass of champagne, sir?
I'm from Quebec, but I left many moons ago. And you?
No, I came down from New York for a job. I'm a banker.
A banker?
An investment banker.
You're the fellows who never lend me money when I need it. And when I've got too much, try to lend me more.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFon?
Originally furs, but now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent 20, well, more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec into the U.S.
And who do you bank with?
Oh, the usual bunch of clowns in New York.
Do you bank with anyone in the South?
Not one I particularly like.
Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank?
Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year.
Small town? We handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank south of Manhattan, including St. Louis. Almost all the Caribbean trade banks with us. We work with all the remaining cotton growers in the U.S. who still use a lot of cash, and we help finance half the reconstruction projects after the war. We love big clients, and we love cash. Our branch alone here in town has more cash reserves on site than any bank in the entire country outside of Wall Street and San Francisco.
Well, perhaps we could discuss it further one day, Mr. Knightley. When it comes to bankers, I drive a hard bargain, but I'm very fair in business.
I would at least like the opportunity to show you our business.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find my fiancée.
Of course. And congratulations. A wife is a wonderful thing.
Anyway,
Could be interesting. I'll keep investigating. What a loathsome selection of humanity.
How's your evening going?
Met some interesting people. What about you? Did you speak to the mayor?
I'm still looking for him.
This is quite a town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Oh, I don't live here. I was here for the poker.
Oh, you play?
It's my weakness, my worst vice.
Perhaps you should have it whipped out of you like you advocate whipping the sin out of others.
Not whipping, sir, working, and besides, my vice is between me and my maker. I keep winning.
Every gambler says that, Mr. Jameson.
Yes, I know, but like I said, the next big tournament, which I will not be attending, is for a game too rich for my blood. I may be a knave, but I am a sensible knave.
Is that so?
Well, sure, I'm not a wealthy man. I run a prison. The old riverboat tournaments are for card sharks and rich fools. A really big stakes game attracts oilmen and such, like, from all over. My pockets are not deep enough for that.
You are a wise man.
I'm a conservative man, at least.
The fact is, since the war, the government has done an awful job of preserving law and order, Mr. Jameson.
Well, I agree, Major. Well, at my prison, we are doing the best to remedy that failure. You know, my friend works in the Caribbean. He faces real rebellion. If we don't act decisively, we will endure the same here, and all of this, all of these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed. I believe in civilizing the masses, sir. But the first order of civilization is order. Law and order.
I agree.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too much law and order, won't we have dictatorship or worse? Monarchy.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
I thought the American ideal was liberty.
Sure. Liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
Major Crowley, Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second. Oh, the eavesdropper.
What a vulgar toad of a man. But that riverboat sounds interesting.
Mr. Chambers?
What are you loitering around me for? Mingle, dear boy. Have you tracked down the mayor yet?
Not yet. Any chance?
It ain't complex, MU. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off.
All right, okay, goddammit.
Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what.
Sure.
How'd he do?
Bien le bonjour.
Hi there.
How'd he do?
No problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate chip and beat him. I will not have standard slip in this house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Fortress Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting.
Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not.
I think...
Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Jose is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law react.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay. What you doing?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
It's just a little robbery, all right? Nothing serious.
Good. What are you robbing?
A stage. There's a stage coming through. According to the fella I met, it'll have a bunch of money aboard and no security whatsoever as it comes up the river trail between here and Catfish Jackson.
Okay. That sounds worth investigating. You and, who?
I don't know. I thought I'd do it on my own. It'll be unprotected. Won't be a huge take, but I should make out okay.
There ain't no such thing as unprotected. Now, who you want to go with?
I guess you.
Now?
I don't need no hand-holding offer.
Oh, come on, kid. But if we decide to do it once we've had a look, I'm taking half the money.
All right, let's get going then. It should be on its way right now. seems like only yesterday you and me was shooting our way in here to rob those fools.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be glad to leave this place behind, if I'm honest. Got a bad feel to it.
At least it's got a roof.
You've got a roof. Of course, I'm outside with the juniors.
Oh, you ain't even 20 years old. Your time will come.
Follow me. I saw a good spot for an ambush.
So who's the feller told you about this?
It's a sound lead, I told you.
And what did he have to gain by giving you this information?
You mean, did I give him money or a gun? You're just gonna have to trust me on this one, Arthur.
Okay, I do. You've more than proved yourself the past 6 months.
Don't forget, I was on the run for murder before falling in with you boys. For 3 years. It ain't like I'm new to any of this.
Those fellers who killed your pa?
Yep. And I'd do it again right now.
Of course.
Okay, here we are. Hold on now. Let's leave the horses off the road to the right here. I figured we'd take up position behind these rocks.
Yeah, seems good.
The stage should be coming up the river from Catfish Jackson any time now. There it is. And I don't see no escorts neither. This should be a cakewalk.
Are you sure about that?
You see any? As soon as they're close enough, we'll jump out, hit them fast.
Just wait for my lead, okay? I said wait for my lead.
This is a robbery. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. I said drop the weapon. Okay, okay. Just take it easy. All right, boy? Anyone else? Anyone inside there? Answer me! Last chance. Come out, or we're coming in. Shit.
U.S. Marshals, you're under arrest.
You alive?
Yeah. Are you?
Evidently.
That was not the way I was expecting things to go.
You took us into a trap.
Look, I'm telling you, it was good information. Wait. Look, there's some money here. Not much.
Yeah, it ain't much, because it was a trap. Stage companies do this all the time. They set up traps to catch fools.
Shit.
Like you and me.
I feel like a fool.
Well, that's good, because you are a fool. But you're still alive, so don't worry too much about it. Come on, get out of here before any more turn up.
All right. See you back at camp.
Arthur, you free?
Sure, old man.
Enough of that old man nonsense. I'm in the prime of my life.
Oh, I'm sorry. How you getting on?
Bored. You see that swamp, Arthur? That's God's own pantry. What are we eating? Venison? Come on, let's go gather some crawfish. See what else we can get.
Crawfish?
Yeah, crawfish. Finest eating there is. And it's not just crawfish.
No. There's monsters out there that'll eat a feller for fun.
Oh, Arthur. I thought you were a man.
No, sir. When it comes to prehistoric monsters, I am very much a coward.
Whew. Head for those trees across from us and we'll take a look. On the starboard side.
What?
My left, your right. This is a boat, Arthur.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Okay, go slow so I can see. My eyes aren't what they used to be. No, ground is too high here. Keep following the shoreline.
What exactly are we looking for?
We're looking for low ground and a lot of muck. Pull us in over there.
Here?
Yeah, come on.
There's more than crawfish in these waters.
Stop your whining, please. It's beneath you. This is the place. Now tell me, Arthur, have you ever birthed a cow?
No.
Right, it's nothing like that, but it's equally as gruesome if you're squeamish.
You're really selling this, aren't you?
Now, do you see this hole?
Yep.
Well, it's sort of like a natural trap. Just want to stick your hand and watch. And there! There, you see?
Good. Seems easy enough.
Uh-huh. Let's go find another hole.
So, how long were you in the Navy?
Oh, years. Well, it must have been a year, at least. Or close to that.
That's quite a range.
All water under the bridge now. No pun intended. Oh, look there. Another crayfish hole. You see it? You try this time, Arthur. And remember to reach down deep and get right in there. They like to dig in, the little blighters. You're not squeamish, are you?
I got something.
Nicely done. Why don't you see if there's any more down there?
There we go.
Go on. One more squelch down there can't hurt. Okay, come on. Let's try another hole. Won't be much of a gumbo if we don't find some more. Get down. Get down. Talking of other creatures. There.
Those gators?
Yeah. 3. And they're female. Must be guarding nests.
So...
Gator eggs. Really valuable. Even better eating. I'd love cooking with them.
Okay.
Tell you what. I'm gonna sneak over to the other side of them. Draw their attention. And then run like hell. Now, assuming I don't get eaten, you go plunder the nests.
That's your plan? You're madder than I thought.
Shh. I've done it before in Sumatra. It's easy.
I've heard that line before.
Oh, ye of little faith. Wait here, Mr. Morgan. All right, sir, take us back to the dock. Excellent. That's what I call teamwork.
I don't think I've ever seen you move that fast.
People pay a lot of money for those eggs. I'm told there's a collector in Saint Denis who gives top dollar for them. For millinery, of all things.
Yeah, because who doesn't want a hat with an egg on it?
Well, this has been very pleasant. Very pleasant indeed. That was fun. I must get out more.
Is that your idea of fun, is it?
Oh, what? Thank you. Here, have some crawfish. I'll give you some of those eggs.
Hey, maybe you could hatch that, get yourself a new friend.
There's a thought. A new reptilian best buddy. To replace Mike, I suppose.
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan, I had your stuff unloaded.
Thank you.
I put you in one of the upstairs bedrooms. I thought that would be a little nicer for you. I mean, the place is a dump, but we can survive here.
Yes, it's great if you love alligators and mosquitoes.
Exactly. Anyway, it's left at the top of the stairs and head on to the end of the landing.
Thank you.
gentlemen, please, can I have a second? I need more food if you people don't want to starve. I'm talking meat, fish, vegetables. I can cook any of these things. The one thing I cannot cook is air. So please, somebody, go hunting. Come along. You guys, you're getting lazy.
Hello. Are we that low?
Yes. It's getting pretty dire.
I'll see what I can do.
What is your problem? I got lots of problems. Mostly I drink too much.
What's your problem with me?
Nothing but the obvious.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means go away.
Just who do you think you are saying them things about me?
I'm the dumb strumpet. Now get lost.
Look at me. Look at me. You little...
Damn you! And you be careful before you hit me again, you goddamn moron! Dutch or no Dutch, you'll be up there with the angels playing harp before sunset. You hear me?
You okay?
She's lucky that's all she got.
He's going through a rough time of it. What's going on with you?
All of you talking about me behind my back.
Oh, you're losing it.
I tell you what, Little Miss Romance, I was right.
About what?
Saint Denis.
How so?
It ain't romantic. It's evil.
Evil can be very romantic.
Shut up. I talked to this couple in town. They told me there's this old rumor about people drinking blood. Human blood. In town.
That's just a silly old wives' tale.
What? Blood drinking ain't romantic enough for you?
Depends on whose blood.
Very funny.
Here's the way I see it, if you're interested. Everything changes. I grew up wanting to hunt whales. My father and his father both hunted sperm whales. Everyone's fathers did where I grew up. And we lit the world with that oil. We lit the world, and oh, we lived like princes, with our moms wearing new dresses, and our dads out to sea for years at a time, rich and lonely, but desperate to be out there. And then, as I'm finishing school and getting ready to ship out to sea myself, everything ends. Nobody wants whale oil no more. Everybody's running out west for gold and land and oil and freedom. So I spent a couple of years at sea, but it's not what I imagined. Without the hunt, it's not really anything. I don't want to simply carry things across the sea. I want to pull things from it. So I too go west. And soon I fall into some terrible trouble with some really bad men I meet. They force me to marry a woman so they can steal all my money. But then Dutch finds me, very much at my wit's end. And you boys know the rest of that story. Now, I'm a ship's cook for a camp with no ship. With no ship. But I miss the sea. I do. It calms you somehow.
Quite the life story.
And it ain't over yet.
Let's hope not.
Hey, Arthur. You want to talk? You okay, Arthur?
Sure.
You don't look okay.
I'm fine.
What you been doing?
Acting like a fool.
How so?
Killing and robbing folks I didn't need to.
My, you have been busy.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
You're a good man, Arthur. Underneath, I mean.
I've lost my mind, Mary Beth. It's finally happened. I don't feel in control.
Just stay calm and do what you do best.
It seems I'm best at mayhem. Sure, I'm no better than Micah.
Yes, you are. Just do what you gotta do and stop getting into trouble.
We'll see.
They're getting hungry, Mr. Morgan.
Who is?
The people you haven't fed.
Me? When did that become my job?
Others are pulling their weight.
Ah, give it a rest, will you? We need to do something about him.
The Reverend or Micah?
Oh, both, I guess.
It's a nice place you brought us to, my brother.
Yes. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Makes me miss freezing to death in the mountains.
Yeah.
A Russian, something like that.
Like a Jew?
Not that bad, but nearly.
Oh, how could she make love to a European? It's disgusting. I never have.
I know. Next thing she'll be discussing socialism.
I can only imagine. Will you please excuse me, Emmeline? I must just go speak with my husband a moment.
Her husband. He's an even worse tomcat. But let's just keep that between ourselves.
If you heard what I said about Europeans, I hope it didn't offend you. It's mainly their politics I can't stand.
Not at all. I worked with an Irishman. He was a terrible person.
It takes all my...
You okay?
My lord. The pesky nut. What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you. Algernon Wisp.
Hello? Tacitus Kilgore.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. What is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An aesthete in this land of commonplace heathens. My card, sir. Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away. Good evening.
The truth is, since the war, the country's doomed itself.
I disagree. The war was 30 years ago. I was just a boy, and since then we have fought more wars, and we will fight more again.
Now, the country tore itself apart.
And what do you think, sir?
I think war is a fine way of thinning the herd.
Exactly. This man is a realist.
I cannot believe I am hearing this. Excuse me.
Sometimes, sir, the innocent are the damned. Enjoy your evening. I must go see my wife.
Good evening. Good evening.
I must apologize.
How do you do, ma'am?
You know, I swear, half the men in here are dipping their quill in another inkwell. Which means half the women are, too.
Yeah. Must be something in the... Evening, sir.
I apologize for that woman, sir. The last thing she needs is more champagne.
Miss Tweedy, but marriage is more business than romance.
And you're romantic, are you, Mr. Oxford?
Always have been. A true romantic, a dreamer. Why don't you let me show you someday?
And you think my cousin would appreciate that demonstration?
Your cousin is a cold woman. I'm a very lonely man.
And I am more than someone's blanket against the night's chill. Good evening, Mr. Hawksbills. Please stop pestering me.
Madam, I am not the shallow cad I appear, sir. I love that woman.
Hi there.
Thank you again, my fellow adventurer. And please, do pay me a visit at my atelier.
I'll try to.
Well, enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay away from the nuts would be my advice.
I mean, modern art is all very well, but my daughter could do better.
Oh, you're You're not such a Philistine as all that, Marie.
No, I am quite that much of a Philistine. Besides which, Monsieur Châtaignet, he is a two-bit charmer. Only the most foolish of women would fall for his nonsense.
Oh, that's quite unfair. I found him delightful. In that French sort of way. He reminds me of someone in a book by Balzac.
He reminded me of a hobgoblin, a spellcaster.
You're very unkind, Marie.
I am honest. Where is that waiter? I need more champagne.
Oh, me too.
How is your husband, Dolores?
I hear he is much improved. He's in Tunis, I believe. I do wish he'd hurry up and die.
Tuberculosis is a strange disease.
Would you like some champagne?
Of course. Thank you, sir. You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
How was the show? I heard you went. Righteous know-it-all.
Excuse me?
Oh, not you. Hector Fellows. I thought you overheard our conversation. He pays me to be the editor of that newspaper, but he pokes his nose in at every turn. He thinks morality is unbiased, but it is quite the opposite. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ranting.
Hello?
Oh, would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theater Rouleur. It's jolly fun.
Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening. Well,
It really is a beautiful hat.
I got it from Mr. Wasp. He's the finest milliner in the state and quite the most interesting purveyor of the exotic. But don't tell anyone, sir. The women here are all desperate to know.
Hello, ma'am.
You're walking away from history, you fool! Women and men both deserve to decide the future. This is meant to be the land of liberty, but somehow I am not free to vote.
You are...
Look me in the eye and tell me in all honesty that I am not the equal of any man you've ever met.
you're preaching again, Mrs. Wicklow.
And you're burying your head in the sand again, sir.
Don't blame me for God's mistakes, if they were mistakes.
What do you mean?
Women are inferior to men, madam. It's not my fault. It's a fact. Undeniable. Demonstrable. I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm intrigued, sir, to hear your arguments.
I am your clear superior.
You're different, but you're neither my better nor my inferior, sir.
Okay, madam. I will not prove it by publicly thrashing you.
Well, you're stronger than me, sure. But as civilized beings, haven't we moved past that? Apparently not. Good evening to you, sir. I will go find some other people to threaten to hit me, if that's okay with you, sir.
Evening, ma'am.
I mean, did you hear what that man said? Inferior. Do you think women should have the vote?
Oh, I don't care. I've never voted anyway.
Well, that's no better. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'm still furious with that oath.
Sounding good, fellas. Good
Why,
evening.
hello. I'm sorry, but you can't be serious. That war is preferable to peace?
That's not what I said.
It is sad times we live in.
Oh.
Hi there.
Did you hear him back there? The law should be a dictator?
I wasn't really listening.
Lucky for you. And as for that other fella, Featherstone Chambers, what a windbag he is.
He did seem full of himself.
Anyway,